Interlinking production across countries. So how is the production process interlinked between different countries? So MNCs look for certain conditions. So what is it is looking for? Place is close to the markets. So wherever the products are getting manufactured, if it is close to markets, then they can easily sell it to those markets as well, and the labor is also available very easily over there. Availability of skilled and unskilled labor at lower cost. So MNCs need both kind of people, the people who stitch, the people who design, skilled, unskilled. So they need all kind of labor for all the kinds of work so that they can continue the process in an effective and efficient manner. Availability of other factors of production is also assured. So not just labor, all the other resources also easily. And they might look for government policies that look after their interests. So yes, MNCs like to establish their branches in the countries where there is less government intervention or the government policy basically supports them. To buy assets, money is spent and it is called investment. So MNCs are buying in assets like land, building. They are setting up big infrastructure in it in the form of big machines. So they are investing all these things, and sometimes production by MNCs is done jointly with local companies. So sometimes what MNC do is they establish in collaboration with joint local companies. And what is the benefit to these local companies in that case? So MNCs are not the only organization which is getting benefit out of it. Local companies also get benefited by working with MNCs, and that is in twofold. First, for faster production, additional investment, we require new machines provided by MNCs. Local companies are also benefited by having these kind of resources. Secondly, MNCs bring latest technology for production into the home country, out of which the local companies get a lot of benefit. MNCs make an investment by buying up local companies and they expand production. Like a very large American MNC, Cargill Foods have bought over smaller Indian companies such as Parag Foods. A large marketing network is built by Parag Foods. So Parag Foods is a small entity which is having a huge network in the home country, India, and the very large big MNC Cargill Foods purchased it, bought over the small Indian company such as this so as to expand its reach. Let's talk about it. What happened? Parag Food also has oil refineries who have control now shifted to Cargill. Cargill is now, after being over here and doing the similar kind of things everywhere, they are now the largest producer of edible oil in India with a capacity to make 5 million pouches on the daily basis. So this is how the working of MNCs are happening. They are getting collaborated with the local companies of the country they are expanding in and using their skills, their network, their reach to reach that country, to reach the consumers, the customers of that country. And by this strategy, Cargill is now the largest producer of edible oil in India, having a capacity to sell 5 million pouches daily. Wealth of many of the top MNCs exceeds a lot of times the entire wealth of a MNC is greater than the whole of the budget of certain countries as well. So this is the kind of immense power we can see with the MNC, that whatever is a nation's budget, sometimes their wealth is more than that nation budget altogether. So production is controlled by MNCs in more than one way. For example, garment, footwear, sports item. So let's talk about with the example of a sports item or a garment. Let's see how it is done. So what is being done is, after producing a lot of items, they are supplied to MNCs who can sell the items under their own brand names to the customer. So what does MNC do is, they contact the local vendors, They ask them to stitch the garment or manufacture that sports equipment or whatever. They gather all that from them. They do their branding and then they sell it to the whole of the world. This is how the working is happening. So hence, MNCs are expanding their production and they're engaging with local producers in different countries worldwide, because the produce from local producers won't be purchased by people, but having the brand name makes them purchase that product.